Tales of Hoffmann, Tales of Hoffmann. Watching Criterion on VHS is never as fun as watching it on Blu-ray or DVD. You should have learned that from Coup d'etat or the Night Porter, even though that one sucks anyway. Hello there, CriterioNate here. Number 317, Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressburger's The Tales of Hoffmann. 1951, color 125 minutes, and it's funny, this is actually, I guess this is a Janus Films pressing anyway. You can see the logo, you see the two-sided, two-faced logo right there. So this is technically Criterion on VHS. If Criterion, was on VHS, this is how they did it, and you can kind of see past that little sticker there, the word "the," because they were like the classic collection before there was Criterion. And yeah, so anyway, so this is so yeah, I decided to go ahead and do the get the VHS. The DVD is still on its way. I'll just go ahead and send it back, or the Janus Films Essential Art House pressing. Maybe one of these days I'll get I'll find the DVD and do the supplements. But right now, and in all fairness, I didn't like this one very much, so I have no interest in buying it. So the supplements may go unreviewed for this one. I apologize most profusely, but that's the way it's going to be right now. But anyway, and I'm going to pull up the website because I want to at least let you know what's on there. What we won't be talking about today. So anyway, Tales of Hoffmann. It's a adaptation of an opera by Jacques Offenbach called Tales of Hoffmann. And it's a story about this poet who's in love with these women who are all representations of this ballerina named Stella. And there's three girls. There's I forget who the first one is. There's Ophelia, who's a doll, and then Antonia, who's this chick who can't sing because of some disease she has, and this evil doctor makes her sing and kills her. And then this girl in the middle, the middle girl who steals the poet's soul for some guy's reflection, steals his reflection or something. I don't know. The thing about watching this on VHS is, the quality isn't as good. The sound isn't as picked up. I really wanted to watch this because it's an opera. And sometimes the notes, sometimes singers, when female singers, hit those high notes, it's hard to tell what they stay up there, and it's hard to tell what they're singing. And it's all in English too. So it's not like it's a translation that needs subtitles. But for me, it's like, I still want to read a libretto or something like that. And if I'd have been thinking, I'd have looked up a libretto online and read along with the opera. But the only problem is because it's an adaptation, some of the music's cut and all that. So it wouldn't have, it would have been tricky to, if I didn't know what they're saying anyway, I couldn't search in the document and say, okay, where are we now anyway. So I just kind of wung it and tried to watch it as best as I could. It is definitely Powell and Pressburger. I mean, to say nothing of the fact that Moira Shearer's in it and doing her red shoes again, dancing all over the place like a fool, and I guess Powell and Pressburger doing their color thing. Everything is bright and colorful, and a lot of crazy edits and close-ups and all that. And, but yeah, it's just not my favorite. It just was not my favorite movie. Maybe it's because it was a long opera, and I love opera. But I really want to read along with opera. That's the problem. It's hard to sit and watch opera and decipher what's going on, unless if I have like a synopsis of the plot. I have a lot of opera on vinyl, and a lot of that is translated, is in different languages. But there's translations and there's summaries and stuff like that. So I have a basic idea of what's going on. With this, I went on Wikipedia and looked up the plot, and it's like, oh, that's what's going on, One of those instances is like, okay, well, I mean, I can kind of pick up, but I had no idea that Hoffmann was, basically ridiculing the chick, the doll chick for for being mechanical when he found out that she wasn't real. So yeah, that's all I don't know. I don't really know what to say about this. It's Powell and Pressburger. It's not my least favorite. I still think my least favorite is I Know Where I'm Going because of the song. But I think if I were ranking them, I think my favorite is Black Narcissus, then Red Shoes, Life and Death of Colonel Blimp, Tales of Hoffmann, and I Know Where I'm Going. Of the ones we've seen so far, I think there's still I think we still have to watch. We've still got a couple like The Small Back Room, and what other ones? Might as well. What else we've got? Canterbury Tale. Okay, the Canterbury Tale. I wasn't sure if that was in there. Canterbury Tale, and So those are the only two other. Canterbury Tale and Small Back Room are the only two other Michael Powell and Rick Pressburger movies we have to watch. A couple other Michael Powell movies like 49th Parallel and what was that one? Thief of Baghdad. He was part of that one, and of course Peeping Tom, which explains why Moira Shearer is in that movie. I saw her name. I was like, okay, what other movie? I couldn't remember what other movie we'd seen her in that wasn't Red Shoes, and it was Peeping Tom. So anyway, that being said, again, it's not my favorite. Maybe I would have probably enjoyed it a little more if I had watched it with the subtitles on. But even then, it's just, I don't know. A lot of the music just wasn't impressive. It's not Offenbach's finest hour, and because of that, it's not Powell and Pressburger's finest hour. And I think some of it is because of the fact that Powell and Pressburger take liberties in the imagery because they're making a movie. They can do things that transcend reality, that go past what we would see on the stage, and that sort of doesn't really fly with me too much. I mean, there's a lot of that in the Red Shoes. There's imagery with with the ballerina, actually whose name I can't remember, seeing the composer and the impressionaro at the same time, like flashing back, like on the stage. She can see them both on the stage in place of the dancer that's there, And, we wouldn't be able to see that. There's no way that we'd be able to see that on the stage, That's sort of an interior thing. And of course, then that's integral to the plot. But this is strictly just, just the opera. There's no subplot for the Red Shoes, I mean, there's no subplot for the Tales of Hoffmann. There's not much, and then, again, there's not much of that. There's, there's some bits. There's a scene toward the end of the, toward the end of the Ophelia bit where, the Antonia bit where she ends up, where you see her dancing or like ballet, and there's like 4 circles, so you see it like, double exposure, not like, just different exposures of it. And that's just like, we wouldn't see that, unless it was like projected on a screen, and, programmed beforehand. So anyway, this is my way of trying to analyze the movie and giving you a succinct review rather than just saying I didn't like this one. Tales of Hoffmann, rating. I'm gonna give it, again, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't their finest hour. I'm gonna give it a C+. Again, it wasn't. I wasn't crazy about Offenbach's, the opera itself. I'm not crazy about. Because of that, that's not going to help my rating of the movie. So, and again, Powell and Pressburger, I feel like by this point in their career, I feel like their style was kind of getting a little tired. I don't know. I think they hit the nail on the head with movies like Black Narcissus and The Red Shoes. But by this movie, it was just kind of getting a little, out of there. So anyway, Tales of Hoffmann, C+, blah. Supplements. There's a supplement. There's an interview with George Romero. I wonder why they interviewed him. There's the short musical film, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, directed by Michael Powell. And there's the trailer, some photographs, some sketches and paintings by Hein Heckroth. And yeah, so that's basically that. It would be cool to see so there's a couple videos that are interesting. I wonder if I'm gonna YouTube this thing, Sorcerer's Apprentice Powell. I wonder if that happens to be on the. Oh, so it is on YouTube. Damn. Huh. Well, you know what? Then wait. Unless this is a one of those. Oh wow, it's on YouTube. I'm gonna watch this. Okay, not right now, but I'll watch it and get back to you guys. So anyway, so we'll at least have that, and then the George A. Romero interview, whatever. So yeah, Tales of Hoffmann, C+, blah blah blah. Not the greatest. So that's it for today. Tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. Sunday. Forbidden Games. And yeah, Forbidden Games, we'll have that on Sunday, Monday, Bad Sleep Well. This will be our Halloween episode, I guess, so we'll have that. And then the next couple are there. Again, Young Mr. Lincoln's there. I checked my account today. Young Mr. Lincoln's there. Bird of the Spring came in. Still waiting on the Tales of, complete Mr. Arcaden. And I think I'm still waiting on The Children Are Watching Us. La Bête Humaine is on its way. And what else is coming? Let's find out. Kind Hearts and Coordinates, I don't know if that one's shipped, which means I'll probably go ahead and put a hold on Metropolitan, which I've seen. I know we have that because it just got reissued as part of the Whit Stillman box set. So our library has some newer copies of it, so I won't have to go through Link Plus to get them outside of Sacramento and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's all there is to today. Again, not Powell and Pressburger's finest hour, but I'll stick with the Red Shoes if I have to watch Moira Shearer dancing all over the place and acting all weird. So there. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Don't unsubscribe because of this review. And I don't know. I can't think of any morals. Don't steal reflections. Don't make girls sing if they're gonna die. And don't dismiss your love of a doll if dolls can get love too. Dolls deserve love too. There you go. And don't get drunk and waste people's time in a bar telling, hour and a half long stories. So, anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on Sunday for Forbidden Games. And until then, goodbye.